It's 8 p.m. on a Thursday night and I'm looking over my sketchbook with nothing, absolutely nothing, coming to my mind. I draw a wobbly line and I just hate it and just scribble it out. 5 minutes later and I'm just staring at the black page again, feeling that familiar mix of frustration but also guilt. I even start wondering, have I lost my creativity? I've been drawing ever since I was little and I also have been to art school. Yet here I am frozen in mid-air. If you've ever been in this moment, the late night creative block, the empty brain and just doubt, you are not alone at all. I know exactly how it feels to sit down with the urge to create something, but you have no idea what to draw, and it's honestly very scary. But here is the thing, even if you've put down your pencil for ages, your creativity has not disappeared. It might just be quietly waiting, buried under pressure and fear. I know this because eventually I found it back. I have rebuilt my creativity step by step, and it turns out that creativity isn't some rare magic. It's something that we can rekindle with just gentle practice. So if you are feeling empty and stuck, I want to help you. In this video, I will give you 5 tips that help me with my creative block, and stick around for tip number 5. It's a bit surprising, but it's my favorite comfort trick when I am in a bit of a rut. Draw the small, cozy things around you. When inspiration vanishes, forget to draw something perfect, because the goal is to not make a masterpiece, it's just so you can get your hand moving. As you draw that familiar mug or maybe your shoe, you might notice tiny details that you have not seen before. It can be maybe the curve of the handle of your mug or the pattern of your shoelace. And then your mind will just start to quiet down. Even a simple 5-minute sketch on what's on your desk can calm the anxious feelings inside of you. Drawing just has this gentle way of slowing you down and pulling you back into the present moment, helping you notice the little details around you and actually enjoy being present. Pick something small and humble in your space and draw it without any expectations. Just give yourself the permission to enjoy the slowness of it. If I have helped you out so far, make sure you like this video and also subscribe to get back into your creativity. Doodle your feelings, scribble those frustrations out. If you are feeling creatively empty, try to draw that exact feeling. It sounds a bit weird, but trust me, maybe you're just not feeling it. Draw this big grey cloud or puddle. Maybe you're very frustrated, you can just scribble all over your page and even press hard onto the pencil. Maybe you're feeling anxious, you can just make a quick sketch with jagged lines, or you can even make a little cartoon of yourself to express your feelings. It does not need to look like anything real. The point is to just vent on a page. I used to do this a lot in my sketchbooks. I will literally just scribble around in different colors when I'm just feeling uninspired. No one ever has to see these doodles because they are for you. What's amazing is that by giving form to your emotions, you often unburden your mind. Your sketchbook is allowed to be a place for your feelings, not just to take pretty pictures of it. By putting the feelings onto a paper, you free up your space in your heart for new ideas to just start flowing in. Revisit an old sketchbook or memory. When you have no fresh ideas, go back in time. Pull out an old sketchbook, drawing, or a doodle that you did years ago. Flip through it until something catches your eye. Maybe it's a cool sketch that you've never finished before, or a silly cartoon that you drew as a kid. There is something really cozy about drawing something that you've already drawn before. The pressure is off because the idea is already there. You're just playing with it. Recently, on a creative deadly day, I decided to redraw an old drawing of mine again, but with a different medium. It felt a bit like collaborating with my past self. I already had the blueprint, so I could just relax and enjoy drawing again. Or other times, I will take an unfinished abandoned sketch. Maybe I just left it out of frustration and force myself to draw something silly on top of it. You could draw a fun doodle around it, or you could even color it with some crazy crazy colors, 9 times out of 10, this exercise will remind me that there was a spark of joy in that idea and I now just brought it back. It's a gentle reminder that creativity can be rekindled, never disappeared. By revisiting an old artwork, you're kind of telling yourself, see, the artist in you is still there and it's been there all along. Even if the redraws turn out a bit funky, you will likely have fun and feel a connection with your earlier self who made the sketch in the first place. It can be this warm and full circle moment that sparks back your creativity. Shake up your tools or environment. When you're stuck, sometimes the fastest way to get yourself out of this is to change how and where you're drawing. If you always draw with fine pencils, take a chunky marker or a crayon instead. The different lines and also colors might spark new things. If you usually draw at the desk, maybe you can sit on the floor or on your bed, or you can even go outside. Honestly, for me, a big game changer was when I'm really stuck about making something good in my sketchbook, I will usually go to a loose paper. That way, if I mess it up, then who cares? Because there is no precious sketchbook to mess it up. Often that is when the most fun little drawings happen, when I'm just not trying too hard. The idea here is just to break out of your usual routine. There are so many times where I felt so uninspired that I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to get outside and just sketch there. And when I did that, I felt just so much better instead of just sitting in my room. It's a totally different vibe and it just loosens you a bit up. Here is your reminder that you don't need the perfect setup or those fancy expensive materials. You really do not need that. Sometimes we will, and myself included, just overcomplicate things. Because the truth is that you don't need a fancy studio or the perfect sketchbook or the right art tools to be allowed to make art. You basically just need to start. Like doodle on a napkin, on a post-it, use a ballpoint, you can even draw with your eyes closed. Anything to get out of your usual headspace. By giving yourself a new canvas, even if it's like an envelope or a napkin, you will trick your brain out of autopilot and it will tell it, hey, this is different. And that little spark of curiosity can be enough to get your creativity back. So change one thing, draw somewhere else or with something else and see what happens. The result can be weird or messy, but who cares? You will have succeeded in creating, and that's honestly the only thing that matters. Draw something ugly on purpose. The surprising trick. I hinted that I would share my most comforting drawing tip last, and here it is. When you feel completely numb of ideas and just totally stuck, draw something really bad on purpose. I really mean it. Decide to make the messiest drawing you can. Just make it very silly and deliberately not good. Why? Because it destroys the perfectionism and also the fear that it holds over you. This has saved me so many times. I will grab like a scrap paper. I will draw the ugliest cartoon of a cat that you've ever seen. I will draw like the eyes out of proportion and just like a very funny little cartoon out of it. Even the colors don't need to be between the lines. And I will usually just end up enjoying it because it's just fun and I've turned drawing back into playing instead of work. And a bonus is that it just shuts up this inner critic voice that we have all inside of us, at least for a little while. You can't be judging art while you're making it because you're actively trying to make it goofy. Sometimes after doing this, I will feel freed up to start a real drawing because now all that pressure is just gone. And if not, I've at least created something and exercised my art muscles in the process. One of the most important lessons that I learned in my own art journey is that imperfect art is the most relatable and joyful. So I hope by doing this that it will remind you of why you started drawing in the first place, and that is because it's fun. because it's a way to let your inner child out to play. And when you turn art into play again, your creativity will just come back. So I hope that you're feeling that little spark of hope, and the next time that you're sitting there with your pencil in your hand and also your heart very heavy with a creative block, I just want you to try out these tips that I gave you in this video. Like maybe just sketch your mug in the morning, or you can just doodle something funny. Just remember that creative ruts are totally normal. This happens to every artist, and your creativity is still inside of you. I just want you to know that it is never too late to start creating again. So let me know below which tip you definitely are going to try out. Like I said, for me the 5th tip is definitely a really fun one when I'm just overthinking it all too much and I just want to get it out. Then I will just draw something really silly just for myself, and I will just feel so much better afterwards, and then I can really start creating something that I will truly love. So put on something cozy, take a deep breath, and doodle without expectations. Your creativity will sneak back in little by little. You will find joy in drawing again, and I will be cheering you on. So you got it. Happy sketching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!